matter of fact, between the three of us over here on here, I might potentially be able to fight on the rematch, so we say, because I'm working on myself now in terms of going back to one super featherweight. That's being honest. I'm just being I'm finally officially putting that out there, but that's what I've been speaking with everyone around the table. You know, I'm close with Lou DeBella.
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with Top Rank. Top Rank, I still, again, you guys know, I still commentate and work with Top
Of
Rank,
course.
but I look at it again. You say again, I got to put my manager's hat on, so I got to look at my own career, and it's like,
Yeah.
if I want to get back in the mix, do I really want to jump straight into the fire, or do I want to ease my way back in to see where my not only my body's at, but my mindset and how I take punches again? Instead of, because I can easily go to
What's made you think? Is it just the fire's back, or it never really left,
fire.
and you can't quash it?
I think it left, but then when it came back, I think commentating alone really brought it back. Because again, you're right there on the ring, so you see every fight, the big
It must be
fights,
like
whatever.
teaching again. You're seeing it.
Yeah,
You're explaining
I'm
what's
learning. Yeah,
happening.
I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning again. I'm learning again. I'm always keeping my mind open. And then again, when I get to sit with these fighters during the meetings, I'm like thinking like, man, and pick their brains and what they went through in training camp, and it's like, you know what? A lot of these guys, we think we're kind of similar in a lot of ways, and yet they're still pushing and going. Like again, like Lomachenko. I don't have the, of course, it's the skill set of Lomachenko, but like as a man, a human, I'm thinking like he goes through the same stuff
Yep.
that you and I go through on a daily. But you know what I'm saying? His mindset just takes him to a different level. So when I see stuff like that, it's like, you know what, Jamel, I haven't put on a ton of weight. I actually weigh maybe like I think last week I was like 141, 142 pounds.
Easy.
I can easily make it
Easy.
if I, you know, just by just staying disciplined and doing what I gotta do. But I already told myself if I come back, I want to go back to super featherweight. I feel like there's still business I didn't get to finish there. Like for one, I'm going to closely watch the Oscar Valdez and Emmanuel Navarrete fight. How that goes, because I always wanted to fight Oscar Valdez. And I don't have an issue with Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez, he's a good guy. We have no animosity, but it's one of those things as a fighter.
You
I
just want
wanted
to
to
fight
fight
him.
I wanted to fight everybody that was in my generation or whatever you want to call it around that time I was fighting. And he's one of the guys that I could never get to, because obviously I had to go to Shakur and I missed out on that. Shakur ended up fighting Valdez, or I couldn't fight Miguel Burchell for whatever reason. And so I look at, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I look at a lot of those guys and I'm thinking like, you know, maybe if I come back, but if I do it the right way and respectfully and get back to the title contendency, you know, why not? Right now, I'm trying to do a 3-fight deal. And
Yeah.
that seems, if you look at boxing, it seems what everybody's doing these days anyway. They leave those are 3-fight deal. But the first fight, of course, would be, you know, see how I feel. And if I want to continue going, then we step up. We do a step up fight where we fight somebody in the rankings, and then we try to get a world title fight. And then the funny thing about it is, you guys are gonna laugh because you know I'm first for everybody.
Yeah.
But my actually like I said, even the promoters looking at guys like, you know, fighting my good friend Joe Cordina, you know, I'm like, hey, why not?
Why
I
not?
will go to the. I will go to the.
We'll
UK.
get you in the UK.
Yeah.
You listen. I'm just that old school fighter that's looking for a reason to come fight wherever. But like I said, Joe's been on a good roll. I like Joe. I've been watching his career. But that's just a name that was thrown out there. But it just shows you. It just goes to show you the freedom that I would have on my next run in terms of potentially
100%.
fighting, you know, talent elsewhere instead of just under one umbrella. So I'm thinking like, hey, if I could potentially have a matchup with a guy like Joe, or maybe do look at the Lamont Roach and Hector Garcia fight. Maybe
100%.
Lamont Roach wins. I'm pretty sure he would like to get his old back, because I'm the only one who defeated Lamont Roach. Why not go that route for a rematch?
Why not?
Okay, I still have a great relationship. I still have a great relationship with Top Rank. We can always go back to the BO route. So but that's what it is, being smarter about, you know, steering your career in the way you want to go.
Now, if you do come to the UK and you do fight in the UK, you have to come and do an in studio, because I need your signature.
No, we're doing in studio. We're doing the in studio. We're doing the in studio.
100%.
You have to sign the belts like everyone does. We do a load of them. You're in.
You know what's crazy, bro? I was just looking at that and putting it in. I'm like, man, you got a lot of good. I gotta get my signature at least At least
Yeah.
that WBO title, I gotta get my signature on there.
There's all four of them here. There's the IBF, the WBA, the whole lot. We've got all four.
I'm going all four of them. I'm going, but I'm giving you guys again. I've been holding it in for a while.
Oh,
I have been talking with promoters and things like that nature. I'm even right now working on build. I'm already working on building a fight camp. To be honest with you guys,
here it is.
I'm just waiting. I'm just at the point. I'm just waiting on the contract. You know, things
Yep.
that nature, the business side of boxing. But my mind is already set that I want to fight again, and I'm coming back. And if I can somehow get to the UK, then so be it. I have no issue. I was actually mad, upset with the Frampton fight because I was supposed to fight Frampton in Belfast. We were supposed to fight in London.
Mm-hmm.
And then that had got scrapped, and that's why I went to Dubai. So, but I was more than willing to even as a champion. You guys seen it. I was more than willing to come over, across the pond. Because for me, I don't care if I believe in myself. It doesn't matter where the fight's at. If the people demand it, I have a good following in the UK and Ireland now. I'm
Dude, you're loved.
grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful. Even it's crazy. Even my good friend Amir Khan was saying, bro, you know how. You're pretty much loved in the UK. You gotta come over here. So
dude, we love our fighters. This is it. People think that we're like haters. We're not.
No, you got
the officials, the governing bodies may be haters, but the fans, we love everyone. No, you come to the UK, we love it.
I remember when the UK and Ireland came to New York. I know it's the best time of my life. I'll never forget it. AJ versus Andy
oh God.
at the Garden.
Yeah,
I have never seen so many fights break out between my family in the crowd between the Irish and the UK. It was just a crazy. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But like chaos. The atmosphere was like, okay, Katie Taylor phoned that card, so of course her following was there, AJ following was there. It was just amazing. I'm like, man.
We saw Josh Kelly get a very fortunate draw.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the worst nights for Eddie that he's ever had. He had to have his hair replaced after that one.
Yeah. And think about it. And remember, I had just won my world title from Ito the weekend before. So I'm thinking like, hey, if I could defend my title somewhere in the UK, like I'm all for it. Like that's just me. That's why I hate to see fighters do the whole. Okay, yes, it's cool that you want to have the hometown advantage and things of that nature, but if there's great money and you could make history and put something on your legacy, but they say, listen, I fought here, I fought there, then why not?
Why not?
But that's what being a world champion, champion of the world means to me. That means you can go anywhere around the world and fight, and the people will come out. That's what it means to me. Because let's be honest, you see a lot of guys. Let's be honest with you guys. You guys are great. You have boxing history. You guys see a lot of fighters that have won world titles, but they can't draw. They can't draw worth a damn thing. They can't draw worth for nothing, or nobody cares to see their fights. Nobody cares.
Look at Boo Boo. Boo Boo is one of the best fighters I have ever seen.
Yeah,
he can't sell it. He can't sell a ticket. Like he may be fined money wise. They've paid up for him. They've done it what they can. But like, what's happening with him? It's
a good point. It's a great point. It's a great person, and that's what I mean. I'm like, listen.
Name me a better fighter out there that's a two-way undefeated world champion. Where is he? He's missing.
Yeah. That's a great point. When you're undefeated at that, you're undefeated, but yet still no one. It's hard for you to get that fight that you want. So I feel like, but that goes to say also sometimes like even for myself. If I can't get the fight that I want, you know what you got to do? You got to go. I got to go on my own route and continue building my own legacy and adding names, so many names on my resume. So when people saying, "Listen, you need to fight him. He's the guy you need to fight because he's fought this guy. He didn't wait on. I'm not going to sit around like right now. People's like, why would I go back to super featherweight? Okay, why would I go to super featherweight? Because at lightweight there's a line. There's one man right now with all the belts, and there's a line. If everyone trying, do I really have the time? Let's be honest. Do I have the time to really sit here and fight through everybody, or can I put together a plan where the belts are in a division where they're scattered, and if I go a certain route, I may be able to land here, or there instead of trying to fight one guy that holds the keys to everything.
It's amazing. You've made my day with that news, honestly.
Yeah, 100%.
You really have. You've absolutely made my day on that one, champ. Dude, I'm not going to keep you anymore because it's late for us.
Listen,
and
we can speak all day.
I know, and I don't think anything can peak the I'm going to make a comeback. Like, that's it. Like, that's done. Mic drop.
There's our clickbait title.
Listen. That's
exclusive.
That's it. Listen, I spoke to Tom Ring. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They was looking at me crazy. I spoke to them Saturday. It was like, listen, these guys heard about the news before I broke it, so I had to come. He's like, yeah, we heard you coming back, champ. I'm like, I'm easing my way into it. They was more concerned. They were saying, and I respect it. So shout out to everyone, Brad and Bruce and everyone over there at Tyrant, love you guys. But they came to me, Brad Goodman especially. Brad Goodman said, champ, you did. Why? I'm like, he's like, just why? I'm like, it's a fighter in me. I'm not, for me, it's about legacy. It's about legacy for me. I feel like there's still more that I didn't accomplish that I wanted to. And, they're more concerned about, and like we should with any other fighter, they're more concerned about, your health, my health. Listen, you're great at commentary. You can speak well still,
Yep.
so you're not punch drunk. But I'm like, it's one of those. I said, listen, Brad, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it the smart way. I'm not gonna come in. I'm not coming in to fight the killers off the rip.
Nope.
No. Let's be honest. That's stupid. But I'm like, I got to where, and actually I negotiated to where if I don't like the way I feel, I could just easily go back and say, you know what, let's go take a seat,
Exactly.
take a seat behind the desk, whatever. But other than that, it's just something that I want to do, and it's like, hey,
we support you 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I said the same thing to them. I'm glad I got you guys' blessings, but
dude,
let me just take my time.
In the States, we'll be staying up. That's a 2-3 a.m. job. We'll be watching that stuff on the Sky Sports.
But yeah,
the top ranked
jobs out there that I want to go every route in the super featherweight division. I don't have any enemies. I'm not trying to call anyone out, but I just threw out some names to let you guys know that there's options that I can potentially fight the UK. And of course, Joe holds a belt in the UK. Shout out to Joe. Joe, you're doing a great job. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. You know what I'm saying? And me and Joe been great friends since the amateurs, because he like, I never forget. People don't know this, but the UK and the USA team during the matter of fact, I know Joe since 2011. During the 2011 World Games, the UK and the Team USA, we had the same floor in Azerbaijan, and it's like we all clicked, we all got along. And for me, I was just happy to be around people that spoke English. I'm sorry, that's just me. and those guys, listen, those guys, they all been great. Like same thing goes with me and me and Josh Kettler. We fought 2011 as well in London. We fought in London. Josh beat me by 3 points. I'm always gonna hold it against you, Josh. He beat me by 3 points, Josh. But I love him. But again, me and Josh become so great friends. Every time we see each other, we always embrace. I got a lot of respect for him and his lovely wife, and that just means a fighter. I'm just a fighter. But again, if I can come out to the UK, and if Joe is that way to come out to the UK, then so be it. But I just want to put another world title on my resume, whether it's a different route or whatever. And even if I get a world title over here, and my good friend Joe has a world title, I will unify with him over there. I am not a diva. I am not a diva. I don't have issues of making the best fight possibly for the people for boxing, but that's just the mindset. I'm not saying it'll happen, but you guys get it. It's just the mindset.
You put it out into the universe, it's only going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It doesn't happen unless you do.
Yeah, that's just how I am. I'm like, hey, I mean, again, I literally got the hunger is back so much that I literally just I was watching Joe's last fight with Rocket Mom, and I watched. I've been watching Hector Garcia. I've been watching everybody. So that right there lets you know that, like, because for a long time I haven't been really doing any like tape studying, as you may call it, but like unless it's for commentating. But like once I get that itch back, I start to really let me look at the division, and I'm watching everybody in the division, whether they friend or not. But I'm still going to watch them because it might be somebody that I might have to see in the future.
The division's on notice.
Yeah. And on that note, JAMEL Herring, I cannot wait to see you back out. We will have you back imminently, sir. When it's official, we'll get you back on.
Who's back when it's official? Dude. Hopefully that's soon.
Mate, absolute blessings. Like, thank you so much for joining us, man. Thank you so much.
No problem, man. Respect you guys, man. We'll talk soon.